He ran towards the start. They're away in racing. And quick to go was Game Breaker. It went to the early lead from Image of Courage. Settling down behind them was Bold Jazz early. Then Dolly Dagger, who's second last as they go to the first turn, was Water Break. And Watmo's been restrained to the rear. Now these two are going along pretty quickly. It's Game Breaker out in front, leading by a metre on Image of Courage. They're well clear of the others with his speed on. They led by 20 metres from Bold Jazz, who's holding down third. The rest of the racing Indian file pattern. Dolly Dagger's on its back, being followed next of all by Water Break, and last of all was Watmo. So down to the judge, 2 rounds to go. Very keen up front. Image of Courage wants the front, but the driver on Game Breaker says, not on your Nelly, mate, and led into the back. So it's Game Breaker leading by 4 metres. Image of Courage now restrained in behind the leader after having that tussle for the front and couldn't find it. Settles down well in second placing. A long way back was Bold Jazz, followed by Dolly Dagger. As they go down past the lap and a half mark, well back there, second last was Water Break, and Watmo, who's last of all, and must spot the leader some 60 metres. So it's Game Breaker in charge, but he has done some petrol up the top. He leads by 6 metres off the top turn. And right on his hammer there is Image of Courage. They're well clear still of Bold Jazz, who's the best part of 35 metres away. Then followed Dolly Dagger. Second last as they come round the turn for the bell here was Water Break, and Watmo's about to commence a run. So in the straight, it's Game Breaker out in front, leading the way. They're sun by Mark 3. Leads him down to the judge. From second on the outside was Image of Courage, who's racing away from the peg line. Fairway back was Bold Jazz. Dolly Dagger's getting going. Watmo was next. And on its inside here was Water Break. So out of the straight they go. And into the back, Game Breaker is giving a great side in front, leading the way by 4 metres. Image of Courage, is, this far from home, looks the only possible danger. Then followed Dolly Dagger into third. Back on the inside, Bold Jazz. Second last was Water Break, and last of all was Watmo. Down the back straight, he goes for Game Breaker. It leads by 2.5 metres. Image of Courage is going up to have a crack at him now as they go towards the 400. Then they followed Dolly Daggers, making up some ground. Then Water Break, well back Bold Jazz and Watmo, but they come to the bend. On the outside, Image of Courage has got the lead. He led by a head. Trying to lift on the inside was Game Breaker. They're clear of Dolly Dagger as they straighten up. And Water Break's running on well, but Image of Courage now shot clear. Image of Courage and Shane Powell race right away now from Game Breaker. Down the outside here was Water Break, and Dolly Dagger's running on as well, but Image of Courage will score by 10 metres. Good go for the miners. I think Dolly Dagger may be a nose in front of Water Break, but it's very tight. Leave it to the judge though. Back on the inside was Game Breaker, who got very tight over the last 100, then Watmo, and Bold Jazz finished a long way back.